Here we go, baby. Redemption time.
And it'll be Foye Oluokun. He's coming off an excellent 12-tackle game last week. It's the
Redemption time, baby.
Texans.
Here we go.
On Madden football.
Here we go.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports.
It's a big game right here.
Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here. As it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase.
We go, boys.
Good offense, good defense, and some
Hope
key
y'all ready.
on special teams. Let's see if they
I'm
can
ready.
get that second win in a row.
I'm ready, baby.
Here's the first drive now for the Jags.
We gotta get to Trevor Lawrence early and often.
Pick of the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
Now ETN to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Screen.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
They'll run
Oh! Holding.
fighting his way through contact. And he'll be taken down.
No holding, I guess.
Before he gets into enemy territory. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end.
God damn
And
it.
he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Damn it.
Gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here comes the second
Come on,
play
boys.
in this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
No turnovers.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Okay, ready?
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Stroud. Right side, complete to Mechie. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. The Texans had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
This defense for the Jags, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially.
Oh my God!
That's going to be intercepted.
Fuck.
At their own 41. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he
God
took
damn
2
it,
picks
dude.
in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack. And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Fighting through, and he's got space.
Lordy.
Before getting this inside the 30. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Malik Collins. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And he'll go down at the 28.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough third down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on second down.
And they stop him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down. Patterson now on for the field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. And you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach.
What the fuck?
Coordinator. Let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now here's Stroud on third down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that's a gutsy call there on third and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 41 yards there, first down. Singletary is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Jeff Wilson, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Put in a field goal, it's 10-7 now. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Oh, no.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 12. ETN once more. Only a couple here to the 24.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it, brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback laying on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Oh, my God.
Gets this one to Ridley complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third
Damn,
down
B-Weave.
conversion.
I know y'all just seen that score.
We see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations.
Don't pull on me, bro.
Build that trust, and that's why they're able to find
Don't
him
pull
in
on me.
this type of a situation. I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that.
Give me that.
For a loss.
Well, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to pitch that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And he is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40.
Cannot get these motherfuckers off the field on 3rd.
Conversion good for 23. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme.
Come on.
More pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 10. Lawrence
Pass.
again. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Oh, I read that shit all fucking day.
It's going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able
Are they
to
going
get
for
third,
it?
and now they deal with 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Singletary to get the drive started. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you take a big off for a little, and oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Now a 2nd and 6. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Stroud sliding out of the pocket. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Throwing now is Stroud. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't foolish and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Stroud sets up the play action.
Oh my God, Stroud. Can you please hit a pass? Please.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Lawrence. Able to find the
Beautiful.
man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Lawrence.
You gotta fucking catch that. Jesus Christ.
I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. ETN up the middle. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would sideline to sideline and make plays.
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep is Tank Dell. They only punted twice in the win last week. As
what
he
a
gets this
freaking
one away.
punt.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The Texans back out there and ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. First and 10, it's Stroud. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Stroud looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
We gotta be big time now. Come on.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. They'll set up the screen to Etienne.
Bastards.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. But to throw again is Lawrence. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Patterson's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin with a matchup we don't see too often. New Orleans on the road in Cincinnati, and it's the Bengals who are out in front. Tyler Boyd, 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Dak Prescott lighting it up. He's got 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Amari Cooper, a touchdown reception. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. For the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams
All right, boys, we
make
back.
some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Second down and 8. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. He gets away from one. 55 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first down, they stick with Singletary to about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
See if I can fucking hit a pass.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
Oh my God! This guy cannot hit a fucking pass.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Bears, and they lead things here as well as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now Lawrence, throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. And one more time, here's Kirk. And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars first down as he'll take this up close to midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Etienne running right. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On first down, right back to Etienne. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
On second down, Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Etienne is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Patterson's kick is good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Singletary here.
I hate this fucking game sometimes. Jesus Christ.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he's got it first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards Texans on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins.
Yes, sir!
Houston. Nico Collins, 57 yards. And the Texans have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with the loss. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Maybe that ball was 2 yards short. It's going to get them the lead because you have a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Houston, and we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the 4th. And Stroud now to throw. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he is caught. Heck of a move. And they're going to be settled down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I'm never giving enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Stroud on third down now.
Get out of there.
Time to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to get the lead up to 4. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Jaguars getting set to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Lawrence. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On third down, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I need a fucking pick.
Time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Oh, my God. What?
Touchdown, Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence, 41
Wow.
yards. And the
No way.
Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Wow.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Wow.
So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself.
Yeah.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Houston set to take over. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Stroud now on 1st and 10. He finds his target. It's Schultz. A huge play there for Houston. 54 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, it's easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. On first down, Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Straight ahead, Etienne. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
They'll try the left side with Etienne. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Back to throw, Lawrence.
I love this game.
The open man, that's complete. Now the Texans
Love it.
will burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A handoff for Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. On the counter, Etienne. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And this is...
Fuck yeah!
Well struck, but it's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just
wow.
An absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, Will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. That is caught by Dell. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll come up now on second down. Now Stroud. And this is caught inside.
Oh!
Here's first and goal.
Hey, check that. Street. 69, 69.
Here's Stroud.
Dude.
The end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. What a play. Maybe a game-saving play on the knockdown there.
That was beautiful, wasn't it? If you're looking at it from the defense's perspective, they looked like they had a shot at it. Maybe a completion. Ball gets knocked away. Can they run?
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Fuck yeah!
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars down by 7, 24 seconds to go. And they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. First and 10. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And he will be out of bounds here, but that will take precious seconds off the clock on a play that will wind up going for no gain.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Into the hands of Ingram. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's first and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Lawrence. This to possibly force OT. And that is good.
That's it, baby.
Well, they got the tip.
Yes, sir.
Couldn't secure it, and this one's over. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall. So for Houston, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem
big fucking plays by CJ. Some big plays.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
What a game. See y'all next week, baby.